Yes, welcome. Ohio gozaimasu. Another video here from the Tokyo real estate man. And you should be able to tell where this video is today. This is, of course, Ameoko right here, which is the market in Ueno. This is a great video, actually. Oh, thank you. Some great Instagrammers out here. There you are, Ueno Station, a very convenient station, I might add. There's Atre right there. There is the Kaisatsu and the Ueno. No, it's such a convenient place to get to too in Ueno. Look, we just watched this video. Feel like I'm stealing off this guy, but it's such a great video it's taken there. Ameyoko. And the name Ameyoko has a double sort of meaning. Yoko means long, like Yokohama means like Long Beach. So you can imagine the market is a long street, the market street right there. And after the war, there was a lot of American sort of candies that were being sold there and a lot of sort of sweet stores. So it got the nickname Ameoko. And now it's just Ameoko, which is in Ueno, of course. Anyhow, we're here in Ueno today, and we can look at some other. That was a great video to start with, though, and some other great pictures. Just a great tourist area here, and it's a great market. And I really like the Ueno Akihabara area, but my wife, for example, is this Japanese woman. She didn't really like it all that much. She preferred to live like in more the Shibuya or Koenji side of Tokyo, which is the opposite side. But I think this is a great place to live, and there's some cool apartments here that are for sale. You can see there's a lot of sort of tourist traffic here as well, just by these sort of Instagram pictures and everything like this. So what I mean by I'm trying to place people or suggest people to go to places in Tokyo or whether it be Kyoto or uh, that have a lot of economic pressure on them. You can see there's a girl here walking with her suitcase and everything like this, and that economic pressure and that land use is just gonna have give you more options and stuff like that. Anyhow, there's some great pictures here of Ueno taken to the cafe. I guess I should try to end on a ramen one as I always do, but I can't find it. I thought I saw a ramen one here on the very bottom here somewhere. There's some soft cream that might be good, but it's winter right now. Maybe my inside of my stomach, I'm dying for some Japanese ramen, which I will be in Tokyo next month, by the way. That might even be like a traditional Ueno. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it. That's beautiful. I might steal that from my Instagram today. Anyway, we'll move here to another part of the shot. I'll do it quickly here. If you're a fan of the zoo, I love to go to the zoo, and I know it's probably the SPCA people out there who could call Bruce cruel, but I really love to go to the zoo here. And there's a one picture of the gorilla, which is one of my favorite animals at the Ueno Zoo. And if you have a chance to go to the Ueno Zoo in Tokyo, it's just a phenomenal zoo, and you'll be there. Everyone keeps taking these koala pictures and the panda pictures, of course, but there's so many great animals to look at. I love the polar bears. I love the hippopotamuses. I love the giraffes. I love actually watching the monkeys swing around on their cages. So if you ever have a chance to get to Ueno, you can always go to the zoo, and it'll take you a full day really to enjoy it. And there's two halves, and if you have young kids too, and one of the halves too, they have like a really cool petting zoo there for the kids and with the farm animals and the stuff like that. So it's I think it's just a great zoo, and they actually have a really cool like. Even in the winter when you go, they have this really cool room for all the reptiles and stuff like that. And when you go in there, it's like you're walking in like 5-degree Tokyo cold weather in the winter, and you go inside and it's 35 or 40 degrees and all humid inside. So yeah, I can always suggest you go to the Ueno Zoo. It's really phenomenal. Anyhow, there's some other pictures of here of Ueno as well. Anyway, we'll cut to the chase here, get to some real estate stuff for you there. And I will not forget to share my tab. I'm doing a pretty good job today. I haven't forgotten yet. And this, of course, oh, there's some stuff right there. I'll get rid of it. This, of course, is Ueno. And I picked a couple of selections here in the marketplace that we could look at today that I thought would be really good. I'm trying to pick stuff that is really centrally located to the stations, right? So for people, a lot of people are always interested in doing like Airbnb in Tokyo and picking up these Airbnb units. I think it's really challenging. I think it's really difficult to get that license. So I'm thinking another way that you could get into Tokyo and that have a place that you can use is get an apartment in a great location, okay, and that you could rent some let's say half months of the year or something like that, or partial parts of the year, because there's a lot of people with this new remote visa that are going to Tokyo, and they need a place for, let's say, half a year and stuff like that. So anyway, you see that this is Ueno station right there, and it connects also with the Keisei line, and it connects to Narita Airport. If you didn't know, the Ueno station also has like two Shinkansen lines. I think the Nagano Shinkansen and the oh, I always forget the one that goes into the Niigata. That's the Tohoku. I think it's the Tohoku. No, it's not the Tohoku. It's the oh, I forget the one that goes to Niigata as well. You go through Yuzawa. That you get that from Ueno as well, and you can get the Shinkansen there. And this, of course, you can also take the train here to I don't think any of the like the big ones start. They usually start in Tokyo right there, but the Tokyo station is about 10 minutes away, and Nippori station as well is about 10 minutes away. And there's direct trains to Narita Airport from Nippori as well, but they can go from Ueno and then Nippori, and all the subways are here in Ueno as well. Anyway, I cracked up about just two or three listings for us to look at stuff that's really really near the station. I thought we could, I think I cracked up this one and this one and this one, these three. We can we'll look at this one here first, and it's right by the Keisei station, and it's also right by the zoo. Anyhow, I'm not going to forget. I'm going to share my tab, and we're going to go into these listings right now. And sure enough, I have found the listing right here, and this is for 2,200 mon, and I really like the shape of this apartment. And it is in a Lions Mansion building. And a Lions Mansion, if you didn't know, is a great development company. And I mentioned the other day in videos in the 1980 buildings of Lions Mansion, they were using brown tile, but in the 1990s building, they started to use this white tile. And we'll see. We'll look when we look at the details of the listing if that surely was the case. Yeah, standard Lions Mansion with the white tile inside, elevator right there. There, looking on to Ueno Park there. This unit, I believe, is on the fourth floor, and this is the entryway or the gangcon to the building, or I mean, to the apartment. And you see, there's a closet right there. I think it's a 23-meter unit. I'm speculating that someone was doing a legal Airbnb operation here. You can't get on Airbnb without a license, right? But it looks like this unit is being sold with all these sort of things. And you see that there's a toaster oven and a microwave and a fridge and a coffee maker. And in the next series of pictures, you'll see that there's a bunch of furniture. There's a washing machine there as well already in the unit. And you see that there's been some stuff here. So someone was probably, this is how good this location is in a way, and they were running some sort of like temporary sort of Airbnb like operation, stuff like that. But yeah, ultimately the buildings are going to shut you down to do it because no one really wants. I'm sorry to bring this to you. You guys don't want to hear this because you want to make the Airbnb cash. I know it is sweet if you can get that house and do it, but yeah, people really don't like it, and they're just sick of it, and they're sick of the tourists walking in their buildings with their suitcases, and this is probably the evidence to this is right here, and it gets shut down. And I don't think if you think that you have a house and you have the license as well, I think that if it pisses people off, those are going to get shut down. So shut down as well too, because people just don't want all these travelers in the residential neighborhoods. Anyway, cut to the chase here. But however, it's not as long as you have people coming in for a month or 3 months or 6 months and you're taking proper paperwork, you're not going to have a problem because you are the owner. 5 minutes from Ueno Station. This is right in front of the park. 5 minutes. What is this one? Keisei Ueno Station. 2 minutes. Sure enough, it's right in front of Keisei Ueno Station. Ultimate location. 2,200 man. You say Nisen, 200 man. Okay. Management fees 7,500. Repair fund fees of just under 6,000, I guess. Lions Mansion. Ueno, I guess, Ueno Yamashita, I guess it's called Ueno Yamashita Yonkai. This is Yamashita, or bottom of the hill, basically, is what it means. Uh, all the systems, of course, here are working. This is a Western exposure, it says. 23 meters on the fourth floor of a 10-story building. Oh, 1983. So maybe this would have been the first sort of wave of that brown white tile of Lions Mountain Shoryuken, which means ownership. Okay, we'll cut here to the map because it looked kind of interesting. As I said, this is the park. You're right in front of the park as well. So if you had this, you'd have an instant sort of nice place that you can go for a walk. You can go shopping right there. I took the Google Maps golden guy, and we can drop it down here on this street, and you'll see that you have a super urban location right there. And in the pre-video, I actually did actually find the uh, the apartment. Whether I can do it now that I'm live, there it is right there. There is the Lions Mansion right there. You can see that there's a restaurant abound, probably a post office as well on this street. You can see the park is right there. There's the KSA, the KSA station itself right there. I think I remember running down this street a few times, and of course, this is coming up into the Ueno Kosaten. The word Kosaten, of course, is sort of crossing and stuff like that. Anyhow, this is a really great location. You really couldn't lose with it. You call that word in Japanese, you'd call that muteki. Anyhow, we'd come and look at one other sort of product in the market, which is another apartment, which was a little bit cheaper, I think. And I think I remembered to share my tab. Amazing here. Okay, we'll go to the first, start at the beginning of the pictures right here. Here's some interesting pictures that we've taken here in this one sort of listing. This is a little bit more. This is 2,880 mon or Nissan 880 mon. Okay, and are we at the? This would be the first picture of the listing. Here would be this building. This is, again, is located right across the street from Ueno Station. We can expand these pictures. Looks like a really good building, actually. Uh, I'm not sure. I don't think there's any tile on there. I think they just poured it straight concrete. So I think the tile design is better, but looks to be a like a fairly new building. Just as a standard, like one one room sort of apartment right here on the corner here. There you go. It looks like to be painted white concrete now that I see this picture. It's just concrete and it's been sort of painted white. Intercom to come in. So we know that there's auto lock. Very popular with women. They don't want people to be able to freely come into the building. So you need your code or you need your card. But generally, you need a card. These kind of things use the, what's it called? A fob. The fob, our card fob they use for it. Anyhow, white tiles, standard white tiles. This is really a good entrance. This sort of design wastes a little space in some ways because uh, some buildings don't have like an internal entrance into the apartment, but this one does. Okay, and that's a attractive thing. I think it keeps the unit a little bit uh, cooler in the summer and a little warmer, for example, in the winter. Anyhow, they're getting into some pictures here in the unit. You see, it's been updated, but it looks to be made, constructed, I would think, in the late 1980s. I'm guessing. Tile and a unit bath right here. Interesting looking shower curtain system here that looks to be on a roll. Just a tile of the bathroom, tile of the building right there. This is a very organized garbage room that's in the building, which is a very what they're trying the realtors are telling people, okay, is you can bring your garbage down anytime. It's not on prescribed days of the week, for example. Okay, there's an intercom here in the building. You can see that maybe this is not in the building inside the suite. You can see that things are a little dirty though in the unit itself. It is not, and there we have the air conditioning unit, of course, and this is called Hinan. It's called Hinan Hashigo right there, as you say right here. And this is the kind of thing you find on the balcony system, and it's a safety system for earthquakes and stuff like that. I think it's a little bit of overkill. Generally, if there's you should stay in your suite during an earthquake, or if there's a fire, it's a concrete building. It's going to be pretty difficult for it to burn. Anyhow, this is out on the balcony, and this is a little sort of escape route, which is known as a Hinan Hashigo right there, and that is the compressor side of the air conditioner right there, and the connecting so not wires but connecting pipes and that have you with it right there. You can see though it seems to be a little bit captured. I don't think there's a lot of great sunlight coming into this unit through its balcony, and it looks to be a fairly weathered unit. Yeah. Flooring looks nice and clean. You know, just a standard sort of apartment. Anything else we can glean out of these pictures? Very, very simple. But it's basically what I took it up for was its price in relation to the other samples in the market. We could just come to the map here and have a look here that where it is. This is the location though, right in front of a Ueno station. I chose it for its location. I happen to think this other one that was right down here, the Alliance Mansion, is in a better location itself, but that's a pretty good location as well. Uh, if I were to drop the Google Maps golden guy anywhere down there in this sort of area, this is the area This would be it. You can see there's all kinds of condominiums right here. You can see that there's new builds here as well. So when you're picking up this kind of older stuff in these kind of neighborhoods like this, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time over the next 50 years until it's built into something a little bit bigger. Anyhow, these you see the sort of latest style right there. I'm not, I didn't really land us in a really such an advantageous location for us to see the actual building itself. I didn't do a good job on that one. We can cut to the chase and look at any information here in this listing. 2,800 mon. Uh, do we have the size of the unit? What's it called? The Ueno Cope or Copeless. Okay. All the systems are working here. 1DK, 26 meters. Basically, yeah, this is 1983. So I know you might think that this sort of stuff is not cheap. It's not as cheap as it used to be. Definitely, the Tokyo market is going up, and this is just the price of things right now. I'm going to show the tab here. This one other one I want to have a look at here as well. This might be a little bit more. This might be as much as 3,000 won right here. Or this is the same. Basically, it's the same one. Maybe I didn't do the listing for this one right here. I could have been wrong on that one. Yeah, so this one here that the lighter blue one here is basically 2001, and we can just crack open that listing really quickly here so you can have a look at it. 2000 mon, and yeah, it's just 18 meters. I generally don't buy. I've never bought an apartment that is under 25 meters. I do have two units that are 25 meters. I generally like the stuff that's a little bigger than 20 meters. But this is the new economics. This is the central banks at work devaluating people's currency. So this is what works, I guess. But you can see there's some nice things about it right there with the like a very good Genkan. Like showing an apartment like this to a young lady, it always works when you have a really good entryway like this with an up-to-date fob. This is a sort of fob system with a card, like I mentioned. So I've just done a lot of rental tours, being in the real estate business for years, and having those kind of entrances is always really attractive. This is also like the Amazon, uh, the boxes. I don't know what's happening outside my apartment here. It looks seems to me they're like taking up some putting their some stuff into the grinder. Obviously there's no internal pictures of the apartment itself, so uh, there's nothing for that. I'm wondering if this unit itself is rented right now. Eighth floor of a 10-story building. Anyhow, this is just a little review of the Ueno market. This is a good place to go. It's a very popular neighborhood, and it's very popular with a foreign crowd as well. So a foreign owner, I think, would not have much trouble renting units and stuff like this in neighborhoods like this. Anyway, this is another video here from the Tokyo real estate man. We could end on this beautiful picture here of uh, ancient Ueno or Ueno Park, perhaps in the Meiji time. Very, very beautiful ukiyo-e sort of picture. We'll go here to the home. Hopefully, no girl pictures come up when I'm here. And we'll come here to I guess my stories ones keep coming up here as I come here. Uh, the Tokyo Real Estate Man. This is my Instagram right here. You're welcome to come here to contact me here. Failing that, you're welcome to come to my site, the Tokyo Real Estate Man website. The contact box, I'm not convinced is always working. So what I have done on the very top, you can give me a straight email the old-fashioned way at bjmccullough@yahoo.com. Thank you for taking the time to watch another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. いつもこのチャンネルを応援するの皆様。このチャンネルいつも動画見てるの皆様。positive comment, minus comment demo, mondai nai, comment してください. Please leave me your comments. And いつもこのチャンネルを応援する本当にありがとう。この動画で、ここでもう終わりです。ありがとうございます。